Hello and welcome back. This is a basic Slayer exciter as per the standard, and I'll try and put a photo of the schematic in this video. The difference is I'm using, that's 20k of resistance. The original schematic calls for 22k, but I found that this amount is okay. I've got this wired to 3 coils or 3 turns. I haven't actually tried doing 4 turns or 5 turns just yet. And here is the result. First thing I want to suggest is show you that it actually works. Not very well, but it works. Okay, there you go. Okay, there's lead. Here's a smiley face. That works. No dramas. Not great. It's pretty poor. The first thing that I'd like to suggest is that if you put it on top of a piece of metal, like this one, this is stainless steel, and earth is stainless steel, then you get a much better induction result. It tends to pull the electrons out of the earth. But that's not what I want to demonstrate today. And if you just put a piece of copper wire like this, down from the top out through the other end, and you can do some interesting experiments with that too. But what I found was ultimately it takes away from the source, and it uses power. So it's the old rule of thumb that if you use the inductive force, the opposite occurs where you use more power. So I was watching this video, and I'll put a link in the description to a young fella that's been doing some work, and I find his work pretty interesting. My setup here is not ideal. I don't have it I don't have a capacitor between the two ends of the secondary, or in fact of the primary, so there's no really tank circuit going on here, or major feedback. I don't have any feedback windings or anything like that. So that's something down the track. But what I did want to show you was, the theory is, if you put a connection from the primary to an outward source, you wouldn't lose any power. So I thought that'd be interesting. So what I did was, you can see I've got the two on each leg, and I made a bridge rectifier using these germanium diodes. I think they're 4148s, maybe, not sure. Anyway, oops, mess with my head. Anyway, the other thing I've got, and I'll show you, is this LED light. And whilst it's just a LED, the theory is if we hook this up to this output, then it won't change any of the current draw and won't change the resonance. So I thought that would be worth a try, and here are the results. Firstly, before I hook it up, please note the volts and the current, 90 milliamps, and voltage is 9 volts. Okay, so you can see how much we're using, and let's just touch it on there, and away it goes. That's on. Okay, so let's have a look, and as you can see, not much difference. In fact, no difference at all. Off, and I'll put it back on, and on, just very minimal difference. So that's a good start. From then I decided to try and attach an earth, and had a much better result, and I'll show you that now. Actually, before I attach the earth, I'll demonstrate how it still has the effect. Where's my hand there? There we go. Oops, come apart. Now, try this one, smiley face. There we go. So, not much difference. In fact, no difference in the resonance factor. Okay, so let's attach a negative, and this is pretty interesting. So I've just attached the negative lead going to my negative through the machine, and as you can see, it's used a little bit more, and I think it's a little bit brighter. But now we're going to earth it and watch the difference in the voltage. So it's gone back up to that 327, but check this out. How's that? Huge difference just by earthing it. And it is true, we don't lose any of the conductivity. So I thought that that was very interesting. That's still going, that's still going. The change in conductivity is due to my hand there. So I'll take that away. As you can see, it goes back to up to 3.27. So yes, I'm calling valid on this one. It's actually true that you can recycle the power once it's gone through the system. And FYI, the rectified voltage without the earth connected is 13.9 volts. And with the earth connected to the negative, of course, I think it was about 16 volts or something. And finally, here I have it charging a 10 farad supercap. I cranked it up, and we now have, you can see I've cranked it up a fair bit, almost double, but it is working, and I'll show you this. So it's going up, but what I want to show you is that in order to achieve that, I disconnected the earth, makes it charge better for whatever reason, don't know. And if you watch, I'll disconnect it, and you'll see that, I'll try and get it in the shot. There we go, I'll try and get it. So the voltage won't change. There you go, point 0.01, no, that hasn't changed. Connect it back up to charge. Voltage and the current hasn't changed, and away it goes again, it's charging. So the theory would tend to suggest that it's true, actually, taking the doubling up on the primary and then feeding it back via a rectifier actually works. So yeah, let me know your comments. Okay, yep, thanks for watching, catch you later.